Hello guys! The long-awaited video is finally here, me answering questions about my OCs. So, today I'm just sketching a bunch of my OCs, a nice little speed paint with my sketchbook, and we're going to be reading off some of these questions and answering them. Well, I answered them in the comments, but I'll be reading off the answers in a nice little compilation for you all. So, first one by Strawberry Soda 19. Does Luca like cheesecake? She doesn't really like sweets in particular, but she doesn't mind cheesecake. And she would specifically like the cheesecake with like the chocolate swirls in them, or just like any of the different flavors rather than just plain cheesecake. So that's what Luca's like. Jumin, where do you get your clothes? So Jumin is a very fancy person. He mostly tailors his own clothes, handmade, fancy, like that. Not fancy as in like Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. But fancy as in like, I will make every single one of these clothes by myself. So, yeah, he's good at a lot of old skills, sewing, crafting, cooking, stuff like that. Oh, and that question was by Lily Fairy Official. Next, Jaquano. Sorry if I mispronounced most of you guys' names. And sorry if I don't read it. They'll be up on screen, I think. So, they ask, Jumin, do you like green tea? So, he likes tea, and he definitely likes green tea, but it's only the fanciest types. It's only the good stuff. I don't know any fancy teas, but whatever is classy, whatever rich people drink, that's what he likes. Next, Toby was asked, is his name short for something like Tobias? So Toby's full name is Tobias Levitt Farid Anderson, because he has white parents, he's adopted, but they want to make sure that he got a little bit of everything, a little nice mix of Indian and Arabic and white names just to settle everything. So that's why his name is that. Next, Felix was asked if he's free next Thursday. Yes, he's free pretty much every day, but he will talk about his dead ex-girlfriend. So you can choose if you want to deal with that on a date, but that's what Felix is all about. Next, Jackie was asked who's her best friend. So Lisa, she is besties with Lisa, but also Lisa kind of scares Jackie a bit. Toby is a close friend. Noah is like a big brother / dad figure. And Jamie's also a friend-ish. So yeah, those are her best friends pretty much. Luca, what's your fave style? So Luca really likes goth makeup. She likes trad goth. She likes, just kind of goth aesthetic makeup. I don't know how to describe it. She listens to the music too, so don't get on her about that. Well, she did when she was alive. Spoiler alert. Lisa, do you play any video games? Lisa mostly plays like dating sims, visual novels, cute games like Love Nikki, BL visual novels. She's a Fujoshi for sure. She also likes a good comfort game like Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing. That's Lisa's aesthetic. Toby, do you play Roblox? He does, and he eats down in Dress to Impress. Toby is meant to give off like Lorraine vibes. Jackie and Toby and Quinn and Lorraine, that's basically their entire relationship. They're like besties. They're kind of mean and catty to each other, but like the cuntiest people in the room at all times. That's basically their whole vibe. So Roblox, Dress to Impress, stuff like that, he is good at. Toby, are you free in 2 days, 5 hours, 45 minutes, and 19 seconds? Toby only will come if you're paying for whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to be spending money on him. And then he'll come. So the answer is yes if you have money. Noah, what's your favorite color? Purple or every color? So Noah likes the color purple. He likes a nice gentle lavender lilac color. He also likes a deep royal purple. Both of them are good. And yeah, his favorite color is indeed purple. Someone asked for the girls, Willowa, or Women Love Women. Every single girl in Rotting Heart is in fact Willowa. Someone asked, Mingyu, is your name Korean? Yes, his full name is Mingyu Lee. He is in fact Korean, fully Korean. There's also 2 other Korean OCs, Jumin, and the other one is a secret. Felix, can I adopt you? Felix is in his 30s. He is in fact sad. So you were right about him looking sad, but he's a full-grown adult. I don't think he needs to be adopted. Felix, do you like My Little Pony? He does know of My Little Pony. He likes Rarity because it reminds him of his dead ex-girlfriend, but he's not a brony or anything. He's not particularly fond of it. Does Toby know that they are being drawn? How'd you know that? Yes, if any of my OCs can break the fourth wall, it actually is Toby. So it's interesting that this person said specifically Toby. Is Jamie getting enough sleep? No, never. Absolutely not. He has really bad insomnia and nightmares. So sometimes when he can't sleep, he feels safer sleeping around people. So he invites Jackie and Lisa over. Is Toby? Yes. Yes. Felix, who's your barber? He does it himself. Noah helps on occasion, but his hair is just like that. Jamie, are you up for a date? He works a lot, and he has a pretty busy schedule. But if you stop by his shop, he owns a tattoo shop and a piercing shop, then maybe he'll give you a discount and you guys can just hang out while he's tattooing you or something. For all of you, who is the most punchable character? So, Jackie, Mingyu, Jamie, Lisa, and Noah would agree that Toby is the most punchable. Jamie would also punch Mingyu. Noah would punch Jackie. Jumin would punch Mingyu. And Felix and Luca are kind of not close enough to anyone. And then Toby agrees that he would punch himself. That's how it will go. If Lisa had to throw a brick at someone, who would it be? Toby. Definitely Toby. Maybe Mingyu. And possibly Noah, because she's curious if the brick would just bounce off his muscles or like a break, because that man is built like a brick wall. Toji Fushiguro style. That man is firm. Are y'all gay, bi, or trans? So pretty much everyone on the list is at least one of those. Everyone is queer. Jumin, are you sure you're cis? Yes, he is a cis man. He has lived a long time, longer than you would think. And he just likes elegant things. And he thinks female clothing, women's clothing, is more elegant than male clothing. Hey Jackie, do you play Reza Floppa? So honestly, I didn't know what this was until I searched it up. But she definitely spends a lot of her time on kids games and just like beating kids at kids games like Roblox or Minecraft, and definitely bullies 8-year-olds on there. And she definitely is very competitive. Like even games that aren't competitive, she'll be competitive at. So the answer is yes. Jamie, are you emo? So surprisingly, Jamie doesn't mind being called emo. He seems like he would, but he doesn't because he thinks emo fashion, scene fashion, goth fashion, alt fashion in general is very cool. And yeah, he likes emo fashion definitely, as long as you're not calling him an e-boy. So yes, he's emo, and when he was younger, he definitely had a really bad emo phase, like knee-high Converse, MySpace, like emo phase. So now he's kind of mellowed out and he's just angsty. That is it for the questions. There weren't too many. If you want to leave more in the comments, maybe I'll do a part 2. But now we're just going to talk about the drawing. So as you can see, I've been sketching, and this is just a sketch, just a doodle of the main friend group, kind of. So obviously it consists of Toby, Jackie, Lisa, and Jamie. They're all friends and they're all hanging out. Partly from influence from Oliver's antics, I feel like I just love drawing people sitting on couches or beds or that type of stuff, just like hanging out. So whenever I draw my OCs, most of the time it'll be something like this. But I didn't really feel like doing line art or coloring it, especially because the sketchbook kind of sucks. So I just did like a pencil sketch with some line art and some coloring that you'll see later on. There's not much to say about this drawing. The only things I can say are like little details, because there's honestly nothing that interesting happening. I just feel like they're just hanging out like best buds. So no one is sitting on the chair except Jackie, if you couldn't tell. And that's because she probably kicked all of them off. She was probably moving around so much that they didn't even want to sit on the chair. Jamie doesn't even bother sitting on chairs when Jackie's around anymore. She just like will throw everyone off. Obviously Jamie's drinking, because what else does he do? He's basically an alcoholic. Lisa is very touchy. She's a very like fun and touchy person. And perhaps she's looking into the camera and staring into your soul. Who knows? But all of them are just having a grand old time. Since there's not much to say about this drawing, I'm just going to leave it at that, and hope you enjoy the rest of the speed paint. After some finishing touches, this is everyone hanging out, and that's pretty much it. Bye guys, see you in the next video.